Sometimes I just have to indulge myself and satisfy some curiosity. You ever had to do that on one of your projects? Today we're back on Fundustruck. I am satisfying a curiosity. We've accomplished a lot in the last episode. The last episode we did was getting all the new suspension components on that side. I have to do a fix here, something I screwed up. It's not a big job. I'm not doing that today. I really want to get the Challenger out of here, and it's snowing again, of all things, so we'll wait on this. Then we're going to go ahead and fix this and do all of that suspension bits because Chris is coming back, and we're going to weld the frame together on this, hopefully get this set on the ground and under its own feet again. So there's a lot to be done, more sub-assemblies to build, things to figure out. But today I want to satisfy my own curiosity about where the motor is going to fit and if my plan on how I'm going to do it is going to work. So stick around. I'm Mike. You're watching My Car Shop. In order to satisfy my curiosity, I've got to move some stuff. So first thing I need to do is jack the frame up and move my blocking. But before I do that, I need to move some other things. Well, there's just, stuff to get prepped. So let's get it prepped and then we'll get into it. Okay, that's perfectly wobbly and unsafe, so it's perfect. It's not really unsafe. So my fantasy, my question, my pondering, and I don't think it's going to work, but it's worth entertaining the idea, is will this cross member, the other K-frame that I have, which is one for a V8. I think I already know the answer to this, but will it fit in there with the torsion bars in place? I'm going to say no because the torsion bar center's here. Well, let's for fun. Let's just try it. Yep, 100% no. But I do know that if I pull the torsion bars out, I will be able to fit it in there, and I want to do that for a number of reasons. Okay, I've got my bars out of the way. It still may not work. I'm feeling like it's not going to. Rats. I guess all I can do is put it up in there and then do some calculating. So let's see, what's the easiest way to get this up there? Probably put the floor jack under there and set it on the floor jack. Got it. Ain't too bad, but I need to know the dimension from the front of this to the radiator. I had it. Do I have it over there? Nope. Maybe. Yep, I think I do. Let me go look. I think it's on the board. Okay, let's go take a wander over here. Okay, I was thinking here. That's a 16 to 90 inch back set, which we know. 40 inches from the rear motor mount to the trans. Okay, so that's not it. No, I don't. So we're going to have to go out and measure stitches. Um, and just do a number real quick from basically from here to the radiator. I had that number at one time, but I'm not sure what it was. So let's go see if that works. This is going to be so easy for what I want to do. So this is why we do this. I need to be at about, I would guess, 16 inches. This is at about 18 inches back. So it's not going to work. I was hoping, because what my plan was, what my hope was, was to set the motor in here into this K-frame, get things exactly lined up where they need to be, build a temporary front mount that attached to the water pump or something, and then um, drop the K-frame out from underneath and build the correct mounts. Now I'm rethinking this. My temptation, which we're not supposed to be led into, but my temptation here is to literally take and cut this about right here, all the way through, and just slide this forward, shear off everything else we don't need, strip it down to its bare minimums, and use this as the motor mount. This K-frame looks good from this side. The other side, it was really rusted. It was out of my 73 340 Duster, and it's got all kinds of patching and stuff done on it, which could be undone and redone and so forth. It's functional, but for the purpose of me using up crap I have kicking around, this is not a saleable piece. So um, it's really tempting to just think about slicing it off about right here. The problem we've got is if I did that, we still have interference with the torsion bar. So that's probably not the best way to go. But I'm thinking it through with you because as I talk about it, I see stuff, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I can tell you guys have been eating lots of mice because you're not interested in food hardly at all. And with the weather being nicer, I've seen them eating multiple big fat mice a day. That's what they're here for. So hopefully they're keeping them out of the shop. That's why I keep them out here. Anyway, um, okay, having thought this through a little bit as I was feeding the cats, I I think I'm going to go back to my plan A. Um, I can't really use this because of the torsion bar location. So no big deal. So that means I'm going to need to come off of the frame here with something and then come down. So what I'm thinking I will do wherever this is, as long as it doesn't interfere, and I don't think it should interfere with the suspension, is make a piece that comes off of the frame out, and I may nip these off of here and then put them. So like a piece of, oh, it's about 3 or 4. Tapeworm is over here. Piece of 1x6 or 2x6 would work pretty well. If I have any that big. Well, I have some more of this. That's a little bit overkill. We used some of that on the rear suspension. Do I have more of it here? I don't see any. But I think that's the thing to do, is to come off of here, come out over the torsion bar and right down, and then underneath that, and just I'm just going to use these spindle mounts. Why wouldn't I? I got them. Snip these off the K-frame. Um, and then as I come forward, yeah, that'll work. And then so as this comes down, wherever I come down with it, like I said, it's going to have to be a little tight. But as long as we're clearing that bar, which we will. So if we come out 4 inches, probably is all we need, 4 to 5 inches, and then come down, and then just put a piece of box tube across here at this height, because this has to clear the front of the oil pan, and then over again into this, and then up into the frame to clear the torsion bar on that side. That's probably going to work. Yes, I could potentially C channel this, make a piece here, and just use this. It's a little more complicated on that side because of the steering box mount. Would that be easier? Maybe. I'd ask you to put it down there in the comments, but honestly, by the time you see this, this will probably be done. So, yeah, lots to ponder. But this is all part of it, and why I wanted to share it with you because um, I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. I'm trying to use what I've got, and that provides some unique challenges. If I was, like I said, if I was to blow this off right about here, I don't know if that would clear the steering or not. I was seeing if my idler arm was here somewhere. Got it. It's down there somewhere. I'm not seeing it. Um, the question is, would the idler arm drop down enough to clear that? I don't know. And the steering box the same way. It's all fun. Nothing is insurmountable. It's just a matter of how you do it, right? Okay, so an interesting other tidbit. I tried putting the steering box on, and that's not going to work at all. So we've definitely got to go to plan B. We either have to set the motor back further, which is possible. That may create some other issues, or we need to completely custom build the mounts. And I think that's the way we're going to go. So even using the K-frame as a temporary setup is just not going to work. So what I want to do is get some dimensions. Right now, I'm just getting myself square like a toilet. Well, that's pretty close right there. Let me check it from the other side. Nope, it's not square like a toilet. Okay, that's better. Probably need a bigger square. We have the technology. Go. Okay, like that. There, I think we're okay there. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I got to have it close. What the heck? Is our frame out of square? It can't be. It can't be. I think it's me that's out of square. Oh, yeah, it's me. Okay, let's check it from that side. Bugger acts for all the world like the frame isn't square. That's not possible. Is the square square? Actually, I don't think it is. I wonder if something happened to my square. No, it's off. Huh. Well, all right. That's fine there. If this gives me the same indicator, no, it's pretty good. Okay, I think my square has gotten bent or something. I'll look at that later. So this is close. Problem I got is I'm way too far back now. But what I want to do, the whole point of this was to measure out um, where those spindles are as far as down from the bottom of this and in from both sides. So, oh yes, we need a tape. I just need to bring this forward. I spent all that time squaring it, and it was a waste of time. Okay, so from the bottom of that to this is 3¼ inches. Let's write that down. And then we need to know our dimension in to center from the frame. Six and 7/8. So from the top of the frame to the bottom of that is 3¼ and then from the frame to the center here is 6 and 7/8. So now we need to do the same thing here. It's 3¼ close enough. So we'll make the 3¼ universal, and then our dimension here. Nine and a half. Okay, where are we going to fit it? Let's put it down here. Motor mounts. And this would be the right side. And this would be the left side. 3¼ that would be the top. Let's just block this off somehow here. That would be the top down. Okay, so down. And now I don't remember my other numbers. Can somebody go over there and look at those for me? 6 and 7/8. So basically 7 inches in. And then the left side was 9. Oh, see, I got them backwards. That was 9½. And this was 6 and 7/8. I'm going to double check those, but now that I have them up here, I can see where they're at. I need to get some more markers. Okay, I just checked the frame square, and it's fine. It's 101 and 7/8 of an inch, so we're good. I don't know what's up with that square, so don't always trust your tools, I guess. I've had that thing for 30 years. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's bent, but something's not right with it, so we'll figure it out. Okay, so now that I did double check, and they're both 3¼ down. I got them backwards. Anyway, the right side is in 7 inches, not 6 and 7/8. The left side is in 9½ inches, so we're good. So the only other dimension that I'm going to need is this way, but we're not going to have that yet. And 100% I've decided that I'm going to just make it be what it needs to be, and we'll figure out support, because the steering is going to be an issue. So I'm going to need to fabricate these motor mounts to compensate for the steering. I could potentially move the motor over this way some. That's not going to help the steering any. Our steering shaft does come through here, so the motor being set that way still helps. But remember, the motor's back a lot further than in the factory, because this is actually next to the motor in here. So because also the rear end offset is built that same way, I'm going to just go ahead and do the Mopar thing and offset the motor over that way and call it good. So, I mean, it is a Mopar, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, I've got enough information now to move forward on this. So I know I have cut these ears off of that K-frame, except for that side. Maybe I'll use those. I'm not sure. The 6-cylinder one is a lot skinnier, so I'm really tempted to just buzz that off, make myself a nice flat plate mount. Oh, that's another way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Darren, so what I can do, yes, I like it. Think. Get over there and look. Hold on. I might be able to make the mount come underneath the torsion bar and then up. I probably don't want to do that, but it's another possibility. So I got the future's so bright. I got to wear shades, is what I'm saying. But I think I'm going to nip these off of here and use these. I really like that idea. That I'm not reinventing the wheel. Is it hard to make a spindle mount? No, but again, the K-frame is unsaleable. What am I going to do with it? Scoops has got a six-cylinder K-frame in it already with the right mounts from Shoemaker. Um, Sassy, I suppose, but this is a small block K-frame. I don't know. The motor that it was going to go in Sassy is going in here. So will I get that car ever with a V8 in it? Maybe not. I don't know. It's just all kinds of questions and no answers. Hot rodding like this is all about figuring it out as you go. That's what I'm sharing with you today, figuring it out as we go. That's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you hanging out with me today here in the shop. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody being here. And one more thing, because it is the most important thing, I don't want you to forget. Wow.